York, there's a great tradition of presenting Shakespeare in Central Park. And with Raleigh and the Triangle emerging as a creative and cultural center, it's only fitting that we have something similar here. It's fitting that we're doing this play in this space because Two Noble Kinsmen had been lost for many, many decades, and we're bringing theater back to a space that really hadn't been used very much in the last few years.
Circus arts have a very similar history here in the U.S. and have only really made a comeback over the last 20 to 30 years.
We had such a great time with the Comedy of Errors last year that we knew that we wanted to team up with Cirque de Vol again, and we wanted to do something a little bit different and a little darker in tone.
Comedy of Errors was a freaking blast. We had the best time working with Bear Theater outside in the amphitheater. There was a lot of laughs behind scenes. There was a lot of awe moments in the audience. It was really thrilling to see kids and adults alike really enjoying the pyrotechnics and the fire performers. And it was just a great, unique experience to collaborate with Shakespeare.
By this good light, had I a sword, I would kill thee. Thou bringest such pelting, scurvy news continually. Thou art not worthy life, I will not go.
Indeed you must, my lord.
The reason why this work is important is that, for one thing, not a lot of theaters produce classical work.
The Kism itself is proud of them, and they have all of the world in their chamber.
But these classes are classics for a reason, and they're fantastic stories. They hold a window up not just to who we are, but where we've come from, and it's they're just really wonderful experiences.
The theme of this show is fire and shadows, and we have two noble kinsmen. One of them, our side, is described as being fiery, and Palamon, his cousin, is often described as being sort of brooding and walking in shadows.
Cousin Arcite, is there any record of two that loved as well as we, Arcite?
Sure cannot.
There's something about that experience that people might not realize that they love Shakespeare, or that they love outdoor theater, but when they get in that environment and people in the audience are just reacting and at the same time really relaxed, it's just a wonderful kind of atmosphere, and it really taps into something very almost primal. People have been enjoying theater like this for as long as there's been civilization, for thousands of years. Pretty much every other Shakespeare, you can watch it on Netflix. And it's been turned into an opera and a movie and a ballet and whatever else, but this is one that you don't get the opportunity to see all the time.
Live theater and live performance is important because it creates moments that are immediate and direct with an audience. Those moments only happen once, maybe a few times, and then they're gone. And I think that's part of the beauty of these art forms, is that you have to be there to see it.
I personally really enjoy the magic, bringing a little bit of magic into the world, creating these moments of just art, and getting to share the passion that we all feel for our art forms with our community.
Bear Theater is reuniting with Cirque de Vol Studios and Raleigh Little Theatre to present Two Noble Kinsmen, Fire and Shadows, in the Stevenson Amphitheater by the Rose Garden.